Here's just a quick view of the job site here up in Glendalough. Not a bad day today. Torrential rain yesterday, it's dried off today. And my job today, I'm going to brush out these trees. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I have to go up. You just about to see a log up on the road, about 100 yards past that, and brush all these trees, 2 trees in, brush them up. And later on, some of the bigger trees that are too big for the harvester, I've got to fell those. That'll be my day in the woods today. I'm brushing out the trees, so when the harvester comes along, the head of the harvester grabs the base of the tree and cuts it. I cut these branches off so that the harvester can grab it with the head. So I'm using today's a 46, a bit big for the job. It was the smallest saw I have with me. I wasn't expecting to be brashing today, otherwise I'd have a much smaller, lighter saw. And when you're working in the woods, these are the kind of hazards you have to watch out for. Nicknamed widowmakers. That's where the heads have snapped out of trees in storms. Okay, it's not a particularly big one. Chances of killing you are pretty slim, but you'll know about it if it hits you on the head. They tend to dislodge when you're brushing up or falling the small trees around. You always got to be on your toes, you know. Here's the tiger cat that I'm working with. Small change of plan. Not doing the big trees now. Have to head in that direction. Fell out all the trees he can't reach because of the terrain. It's down a steep bank. I gotta fell them all out onto the track where he can reach them. I'm huffing and puffing a bit here. Just finished my lunch. My belly's a bit full, makes it hard to walk around. There's this group of trees here that are coming out. Bank's too steep, can't get the machine in. I'm going to fell all these out the way so he can come down the track he was on previous and reach them. They're small trees, pretty tall. Not much wind, which is good. It's a light breeze, it's kind of in the wrong direction, but we'll see what happens. But this here is pretty sweet work. Small trees, easy knocked. 1 or 2 of the head gone out makes it a bit more difficult. Fell them over, don't have to break them out, cut them to length. You know, it's pretty creamy. Okay. Watch the top of the tree, see if I can get it on camera. Keep wait. Takes up like a wave. You're going to wedge trees. The wave, not waves, gone up the tree. Woo. Now, this is a dodgy situation. That can be liable to, well, it wants to fly up in the air. I don't know if you can hear me. That wants to fly up in the air. I'm looking at it, I think it wants to go up and out. So from a safe distance, I'm going to trim it off the stump. Being aware that's going to fly up in the air in a second. There you go. Doesn't look like much, but it'll break your jaw. Go on, sweetheart. There you go. Come up. There we go. Timber. I suppose the split hairs, to be fair, I could probably put a smaller hinge on that, but there's a lot of weight leaning. I didn't want to. If I had too small a hinge, the tree would just collapse in. And there goes. Go to push. Yeah. Stand back in case it goes up. Timber. Wedging tree, timing is everything. Little taps. That's all I need. As you can see, that tree needed quite a lift. I didn't have to kill myself beating wedges into it. Very small trees. I often see people when they're wedging trees, like woody woodpecker, hitting it as hard as they can, just wasting energy. In a place like this, you need as much energy as you can save. There we go. Timber. So I'll show you this little spot. Beautiful as it is, very picturesque. Thirsty, want to get a drink of water. You know, friends of mine that work in offices, you know, they have to drink out of these big blue things. They're the ones you put a little cup on. Whereas I get the real deal here. Pure mountain spring water. Some hiker probably pissed in a couple of miles upstream. Oh, a bit off to the left, a bit more than I want. Would be typical, the last tree of the day. Fucker, look at the last tree of the day. Ah, she'll go, yeah. I can cut the rest off the stumps. The last tree of the day, it's always the way, isn't it? Although last time was the first tree. Oh fuck no.
Gentle touch.